And welcome back, everybody, to 31 Days Through Proverbs. We're on day 10, so we're on chapter 10 of Proverbs. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're keeping a journal, writing down your thoughts that you have with each one of the Proverbs. Good discipline to get into, but let's go ahead and get into chapter 10, starting in verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish son is a grief to his mother. Ill-gotten gains do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord will not allow the righteous to hunger, but he will reject the craving of the wicked. Poor is he who works with a diligent hand, but a hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a son who acts wisely, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who acts shamefully. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is blessed, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will receive commands, but a babbling fool will be ruined. He who walks in integrity walks securely, but he who perverts his ways will be found out. He who winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will be ruined. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all transgressions. On the lips of the discerning, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks understanding. Wise men store up knowledge, but with the mouth of the foolish, ruin is at hand. The rich man's worth is his felt fortress. The ruin of the poor is their poverty. The wages of the righteous is life, the income of the wicked punishment. He is on the path of life who heeds instruction, but he who ignores reproof goes astray. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, and he who spreads slander is a fool. When there are many words, transgression is unavoidable, but he who restrains his lips is wise. The tongue of the righteous is as choice silver, the heart of the wicked is worth little. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of understanding. It is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and he adds no sorrow to it. Doing wickedness is like sport to a fool, and so is wisdom to a man of understanding. What the wicked fears will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more. The righteous has an everlasting foundation. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the lazy one to those who send him. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be shortened. The hope of the righteous is gladness, but the expectation of the wicked perishes. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the upright, but ruin to the workers of iniquity. The righteous will never be shaken, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous flows wisdom, but the perverted tongue will be cut out. The lips of the righteous bring forth what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverted. It's Proverbs chapter 10. So thoughts on Proverbs chapter 10. I'll give you a second to pause it if you want to, because I know some of you are keeping a journal and you want to give your own thoughts. But again, a contrast in this chapter between wickedness and righteousness. What key verse jumped out at me? Verses 11 and 12. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. You know, as I hear that and I think about that, it's interesting. Whenever you're having conversations with people, and even when you're out and about just in your normal everyday life, have you noticed that just a kind word to someone can really impact them? When you're kind to someone in a store, in a restaurant, whatever it may be, maybe not the person who's helping you or waiting on you, but just someone in the store. If you just look at them and say hello, it's shocking sometimes the response that you get, because people today just don't expect kindness from other people. And I think that's an excellent example of how a believer can spread love in the world by just these random, simple acts of kindness. But notice that the mouth of the wicked conceals violence, right? Because the wicked, even though they may not be acting out in wickedness at the moment, it could be also that their mouth is concealing the intent of violence also. So interesting, the second half of verse 11 shows intent as you look at that. Verse 12 then acts it out. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all transgressions. It's amazing today the lack of love in the world, especially from people towards other people. It's shocking. And yes, there are a lot of evil people out there. There are a lot of wicked people. There are horrifically evil people in the world. There's no doubt when you look at the atrocities that are being committed against other human beings in other parts of the world as you look around and watch the news on a daily basis. But yet, love covers all transgressions. An act of kindness to someone. Now, clearly, if someone is trying to cause you physical harm, a lot of times an act of kindness is not going to help. But it's interesting just in our normal day-to-day life how love for others can just be a real big beacon of God's love. And quite frequently could lead you to a conversation of someone asking you, what is different about you? And boy, that's your doorway to go spread the love of Jesus Christ. That brings us to the end of Proverbs 10. I hope you're enjoying the series, and we'll see you tomorrow for chapter 11. Take care now. God bless.